Okay, welcome back to my channel. I have been very slack this week with videos. That's only because I didn't achieve anything. So what I'm doing now is Road to Mayhem, having a barbecue at the beach. I am 4 hours late. I just had to work this morning, but we're gonna head up there. Hopefully they've had enough beverages and then get over their camera shyness. We'll see. Anyway, enjoy. Okay, so we made it out here. There's a few of the cars are here. Obviously, you can recognize that one. It's a MASH 626. That thing is sick. I drove this at Club Fest. Very impressive. Maddie's Cosmo. And now a new one to the group is a Mazda 818. I don't know much about them. I believe this one's still got a piston. Left-hand hook. But that's very tidy. Very nice. And then we've got another 323. Love it. Looks good. That's a mean lineup. And of course, old Reynolds Ute. Anyway, let's go see what's going on. Later, bro.
Later, bro. Yeah. Oh.
That was me last week.
So slight change of plans to today. I got to that barbecue way too late and everyone was leaving. So got this now. I need to load up the RX-7 as it's going back into storage for another car arriving on Wednesday. So definitely sad to see it go again, but it's a lot closer this time and wow, it is what it is. I just don't have the room. And the car I've got coming is definitely worth it. It's a cool car and yeah, I just can't leave it outside. So we'll start this up, load it up and get rid of it. She always starts up nice when it's cold, not so much when it's hot. But yeah, good times. Okay, all stropped up, good to go. So we'll go drop it off now and then get into something else tonight. All right. So this is its home for the next few weeks. It shouldn't be here for too long. Sitting next to Amy's one, I don't know if you remember that, it's the yellow one, real nice one. But safe and sound, so now I've got to get home and get stuck into my RX-8 and get that back on the ground. So this video is turning into a day in the life of. So what I'm going to do now, it's 6 o'clock at night. I am going to get this RX-8 back together. I need to put that power bar, whatever that thing is, I need to put all that back in. I need to get the drive shaft back in. I need to put it back on the ground. I'm going to push it into the middle of the floor. We're going to sit that front bumper on, and then we're going to check it out with that bonnet. Hopefully it looks as good as I think it's going to look. Really impressed with that. So I've got that to do, and probably in a few hours I need to pull this engine and pieces up on that shelf right there. I need to pull that down. That's for the club car. I spoke to a few of the guys today, and we're going to try and suss out where the engine's at, what's needed, and where we go from here, because we're going to take the club car to Clubfest. So bear with me, it's going to be a bit of a night. So she's all back together now, but look at this big empty space now where the tank was. So I will put the covers back on those, but I need to sort out the fuel lines and whatnot first. Now the fuel filler up there, I have taken that out, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with that to point it to the back of the car, where the fuel tank hopefully will sit up in there. Okay. Alright, so it's all back on the ground now. What I'm going to do is grab that bumper up there. She's manked, it needs to be painted, but I'll just quickly slap that back on, and then we'll take the cover off. Now I'll keep the cover on there because it's the nicest part of the whole car, but we'll take it off and we'll have a look at it. But yeah, sweet as. So before I do that, actually, I ended up painting the surge tank red. So all lines are in it now, not plumbed up. There's my little bracket there, not screwed down, but yeah, it's a lot of red, but it'll be fine. So still waiting for the material for the tank to build. Old fuel lines, they're all out of the car now. So with this fuel filler, where is it? Right here. So imagine, if you will, that's how it sits on the side of the car. And if you have a look at the bottom there, it's facing, or will be facing towards the front of the car. So what I need to do is actually just cut here, spin that, point it that way, and that will point it straight to the back, and then it will just pick up straight into the tank that I eventually make. So pretty straightforward. I could have filled it other ways, but I just want to run the factory filler. It's just nicer, easier. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I do like the front bumper on this car, but yeah, as I've shown you before, my paint skills aren't great. But we'll check out this bonnet. Now, I haven't seen all this together at the moment, but I'm sure it's going to look good. It does need some airbrushing on that now. But yeah, look at that. That is so cool. Love it with the exhaust sticking through. Now that's that matte clear that he's put on it, and it's perfect. Looks the part. It actually looks like a wrap, but yeah, so much detail in there. I like this bit here. He's done an amazing job on this. Now hopefully that engine I've done for him is going to work, and then yeah, I love that skull too. No, fully stoked with this. It just suits the car maybe, but kind of need a bit more, I think, maybe. It just, yeah. Or the car's going to get painted flat black, so maybe that will look the part, but that is absolutely, that's intense. Looks good. Anyway, moving on. So next thing, I need to clear all this shit and pull that engine down, and then I can call it a night. Yeah, so cool. So just got sidetracked looking at this for the last 10 minutes. Now, I am painting the car a flat black, but I reckon my next visit to Fielding, I'm going to drop this guard off and this guard off, and just, I reckon if it just came down to here, just something, just to put the whole nose in there, maybe even the front bumper as well. But yeah, I still love it. Looks mean. Love that clear. Okay, so the last thing to do for tonight is go over what I've got for the club car engine. So I've got, these were donated by Chris. Thank you, Chris. These irons here. Now, they're actually quite a large port. Very nicely done. Just, I think I've mentioned it or touched on it in another video. I don't know what's up with that piece there, but obviously it works, it has worked. We'll just have to make accommodations for that in the rotor housing. I'll show you, go on close up. So yeah, you can see it there. It's rather large. So what would have to happen is probably DevCon that up and then cut in, and then probably rivet the water seals. That's one option. There are other irons up here that are bridge ported, but it looks like a corner seal has gone for a bit of a ride. That's gouged anything, so that's pretty munted. These housings are toast. This one, yeah, a bit of step wear on them. So I do have that set. I've got this set. Now these rotor housings here, they came from Tony Dalton, and they're actually in very, very good shape, but they don't have the cutout for the water seals. Neither do these, so they're not going to marry up anyway. But I believe you can get these machined to allow for the water seal to sit in there. So that's a bridge we're going to have to cross. Got a front cover, front mount, and got some stack gears. That also came from Chris's donation. An E-shaft, the upper stack gear, counterweight. Now I do have a set of rotors, which are in pretty good condition, not going to lie. So those will make it into the club car engine. Now with that, I do have some 20B springs. Obviously we don't have a 20B, but I will take 6 Apex seals out of that. Did I say springs before? I meant seals. Do have a set of springs for a 13B. So all of that's looking pretty good. Okay, so also I have had this sent to me from Australia. I do need to build a sump for an RX-8 with a 12A front thing on it. I've done it before. Yeah, so that's, he sent me this, and I'll do the sump and send it. But got an LT8, got a X4 igniter box. What else is in here? There's actually quite a lot of stuff. Hand controller as well. So what I am thinking is, what's this? Turbo timer. So what I'm thinking is we can run a CAS on this engine for the club car, and the Microtech, this Microtech here will run it no problem. Now, yeah, so I do need to catch up with everyone else and go over what other parts we need, and we'll just start sourcing it and try and get this block together and back into the car. October, it's a long way away at the moment, but it will sneak up on us. So that's where we're at with that. This thing, I'm probably going to do a mission tomorrow and just go get the aluminium, cut it by hand, and start getting that tank built. All I need now is obviously the tank built, fuel lines, a whole lot of fittings, and a 2K starter pump, and a starter motor, and then we're good to go on that. So all things are looking good. Keep an eye out for a video later on this week with a new car sitting here. Not mine, I wish it was, but it's not. But yeah, also failed to mention the Red RX-8 outside now. I've been dealing with a guy, Dave, from Australia. Good dude. He has gone and pulled a whole lot of parts off an RX-8 that he's got, and he is sending them to me. So as soon as they arrive, we'll slap that car back together, and the owner will be happy to get it back, I'm sure. Still have a few little bits and pieces to put on it, but not much. Anyway, so if you made it this far in my video, thanks for watching. Love this, so happy. Yeah, keep an eye out for the next one later in the week. Awesome, cheers. How do you like that for a tool holder? Series 4 bonnet, tools fit straight in the thing. Sick. Yeah, anyway, moving on.